Baking bread is pretty easy. What's not easy is making the video and talking and keeping my words together. Anyway, take some flour. I'm using white swan. It's a good flour made here in Thailand. I'm putting 3 cups in a bowl and 1 more cup in a measuring cup for later use. Okay, what we need now is 1.5 cups of water. Kind of hard to take a picture of water. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And 3 teaspoons of dry active yeast. Since I'm old, I can forget things because that's a privilege of getting old. Anyway, we're going to also need to the bread about 2 tablespoons of butter. After the dough is prepared, you're going to need to put it in a warm place with a cover. Some people use a bowl and a towel on top. I use just an ordinary pot with a cover. Put a few drops of oil in it. Want it to be a little oiled up, but not where it's going to take over everything. Pot, cover, wait for the product, and be right back. I put the water in a microwave for about a minute so it gets hot enough to activate the yeast. You want it to be warm, but not warm enough to cause pain. Together. So we'll put it aside for a few seconds and see what the water looks like. Here's the water, here's the finger. It's a little bit warm, but I think the water is feeling pretty good now, so I'm going to put it in a little bowl and add the yeast to it. Here's a nice bowl. And here's the yeast. Now I'm just going to take a fork and muddle it up a little bit. And put it in a warm plate. Okay, the yeast has been working about 4 or 5 minutes now. As you can see, little bubbles on top, and that's a good sign. Now we'll take the dog will shut up and make roosters. We'll take the big bowl of flour, add the yeast to it, and start doing stirring. Use a floured cutting board. Here's the flour. Putting the yeast water in there. Here's that extra cup I had. This is a rice paddle. That's what I use. Stir, stir, stir. Make sure I'm in view of the camera. Plug. I guess that's close enough. Just mixing it. Just take a few minutes, mix it till it gets, see different stages. It's getting a little tacky now. So it's not clinging too much to the side of the bowl, which is a good sign. Just about there, I'm putting in maybe a 1/4 cup or so of the extra flour in there. Incorporate that. Just keep stirring, stirring, stirring. Now throw it out on the board. Back this camera up. Okay. Put your hands a little. Start kneading. kinds of ways and need. I just do whatever I feel like. Some people say you gotta do it 5 minutes. I just do it till it feels right. It's hard to say it must feel right. You get the feel of it after a while. You hear how it sounds. It needs to be tacky, but not sticky. If it makes any sense. So just knead, poke your fingers, like your X-Pal, there's your X. Yeah, throw a little more flour down there. All my stuff, thing is, don't worry, have a good time, and usually it'll come out. Okay. Okay, this looks pretty good. I could add a little bit more flour, but I'm not going to. Nice little ball. I'm going to take that pot I greased earlier. Stick it in the pot. Flop like that. Make sure I'm in line. Hate using tripods. But anyway, throw it in the pot like that. Put your cover on. And now you're going to let it sit in a nice, comfortable, warm place. And while it's doing that for about 40 minutes, clean up your mess. See you in 40. While the bread is rising, you want to take 2 bread pans. A couple of drops of oil in each one. Just a couple of drops, a little bit. And then take your hand or a brush. My hand's quicker for me. Just grease them all up. This way when the bread is baking, it's not going to stick to the side of the pan, which is very frustrating. I use a little bit more, drop, won't kill it. Oops. Okay. You know, it's funny, I tried this strip one day, and it really sucked. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes now. Here's the pot with the dough, and let's see, it should be about twice the size of the bowl when I first put it in there. Voila! Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's see if I can tilt it. I really hate tripods. You see it really raised up pretty good there. So now we're almost done. Fist. Pow. Poke your fist in there a little bit, and you'll see that it's gone down some. So a little bit of flour on the board, on the hands. Dump that big mess out. There it is. Now, I need a little bit. First thing I do is I try to cut it in half somehow, because that way both loaves will be close to the same size. They never are, but I try to get them close. So, there's 1, there's 2. Knead it a little bit. Now you see a big mess here. Just pinch it up. I'll clump on it. But the seam goes in the bottom of the pan, so I really don't care. Okay, we get one of the pans here. So you can see that or not. Try to keep things focused. Close enough. And just roll out the dough a little bit until it's pretty much the size of the pan. And it's just luck thing. Okay, plop it in. Set it aside in 2 seconds. Here's the other guy. Do the same thing. Knead it a little bit. Is it really hot of rope? I can tell. But it'll turn out because they always do. But this one's relatively smaller, but that's okay. I'm not going to flour myself today. Anyway, throw it in the pot, in the pan. Now what we do, okay, now we're in for our final raising. I just put pans in a clean plastic bag. And let them rise for about 30 minutes. Okay, I should have mentioned, I didn't, before you put the bread away to raise, heat up your oven. I do about 350 Fahrenheit. So here's the bread raised up. Like I said, I've got one okay size, one short size, but it doesn't matter. Oven's hot. I'm going to put in the oven for about 30 minutes. I'll check them at 20 and hit it and go, ouch. Duh. It should sound like it's hollow inside. I'll show you later. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. Put these lovely mitts on my hand and see what happens. Okay, these puppies just out of the oven. Rearrange the stupid tripod again. See? Sound hollow. Going out. Going out. Looking pretty decent. See the seam dissipated somewhat. And there we are. Like I said earlier, one will be smaller than the other. And one of them is smaller than the other. Ouch. So that's it. How to make simple bread. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, watch it again or go to a real baker. Bye-bye.